Hello, welcome to my Let's Play of Pyre. Don't know much about this game other than it's an RPG sports game. Heard about it from Giant Bomb. So let's get started. Campaign. New profile. I think I'll play on standard difficulty. Reduced is... There's no game over. Heightened is... They're just harder. And this one's locked. Turn on subtitles and hurry text. Leave off aim assist. Let's get started. This game is supposed to have pretty good art. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. The downside, a vast purgatory in which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth, which is a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. See? Right on schedule, what'd I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday, not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know, I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like she's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are female. It seems she still is. Then stand aside. I shall send her to a better place. She's a she? Can you people just tell? Hang on, the markings on her rags. I think she's one of them. But look at her. She's beyond our help, and we are beyond hers. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed, the day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood, I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched and he gives you a drink. You ache and he binds your wounds. You hunger and he gives you food. Little by little it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now come on. He's one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life from the downside. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you back to an old black wagon. There's nothing like the stately vessels that paraded the Commonwealth criminals through the alabaster streets. Hedwin beckons you to enter the black wagon. Step inside. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back, and with a guest. She loosens the clasp on her mask. You may call me Jord Ariel. Jode. I don't know why they always make these crazy words. Jodariel. I'll go with that. She's one of the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. And as for yourself, the small one struggles with his math. Jodariel soon assists him. Oh.
Solicente dia.
That is to say, you may regard me by the name Rookie Greentail. He is the smallest yet loudest of the three masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman motions to the others. She glances at you alongside as she speaks. Can't you do it? I hope so. I haven't asked her yet. What? Then what are you waiting for? Hey, sister, nice meeting you and all, but there's something... But tell me something. You know how to read or what? He's asking if you're a reader. One who could drive the meaning from text. Literacy has prohibited for centuries, and with the knowledge of the old ways... Those with the knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Over time, you manage to learn something from the old ways in spite of the Commonwealth decree. Literacy is a serious crime, and no one in their right mind would dare violate the law of the land. Who you are and what you are to earn your sentence is no one's business but your own, I'll admit it. You confirm their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days. Because it just so happens my associates and I, we've got ourselves some nice material for someone just like you. Reader. You still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of our books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the book in the back of their possession. Strange books, one of several heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles seem to be very interested in them. You pick up one of the old, heavy volumes bound in materials you do not recognize. And it looks like Hearthstone. Forward. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside. Such as we, the 8 who wrote the Book of Rights. That you possess it and have a capacity to glean its words, its testament is enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from the forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming and glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. It's hard to read this font. I like how it shimmers when I move my mouse over it. Ere the turning of the year, first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a something clad in the ruminants of the right, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oh, well, that's even better to read. How come they don't show me this first? Arrive as a triumvirate. Triumvirate. Alright. This dude's like rocking out. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as headwind gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. Oh, it's so hard to read. Reader.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge?
Nope.
So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but now what? Then where'd the reader go? She should still be out there. For now, we'll have to put our faith in her. She could abandon us. She won't. You look upon the three of them from beyond, as Headwind then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, we're coming. You're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental facilities to do as Headwind asks.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
I like how you're reading a book. Like the battleground's a book. It's pretty funny. I'm just gonna go in circles for a while. Whee! I can't sprint or anything yet.
Exiles
I got an orb.
conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one.
Only one exile can move at a time. Oh, there's a sprint.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
He does like a crazy dodge. This dude's pretty fast. Oops. He's a kind of average sprinter.
Yes, the exile Headwind has the way of it.
Headwind.
Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple.
Done you.
In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Take that.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone.
I'm gonna whack you.
Go on.
No way.
Correctly done. Again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength. Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame. Now snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns. There. Edwin doused the adversary's flames.
No.
Such wherewithal.
That's what I thought. Ain't got nothing. Oh no.
But not.
You guys are too slow. What? I missed it.
The right is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you?
I don't.
This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
During the rites, only one exile on each side is permitted to move. Yep. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Jordariel, lead you outside, where a clear night sky awaits. Now, show us, before the howlers catch our scent, where shall the rites commence? You gaze at the stars. Beats me, dude. Star of the moon stag hunter, those born under it are ambitious, though also discontented. All kinds of bunch of crazy stars. Goal, the South Star. South Star burns bright over a massive ridge of stone, much further than the naked eye can see. I guess that's it. It's like a crazy map. Hmm, 200 leagues due east, the Ridge of Gold. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Gol, Goliathan, yet loom over those living in its shadow. Great. We're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. She will arrive in time if you make haste. Then we best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? She is among... Yeah, so we'll just call her Jody. Jody turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good out of our remaining time. Good use. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, sister. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom, the rights of the key. It's a lot to take in. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. I'll just stay out here a while. Alright. Made it past the tutorial text. Whoa, that's a big jump. The downside prairie, where the road is forked, ahead is forked. There is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. We've got an associate holed up in Hollow Root. Gotta pay to visit too, besides. Hollow Root, the northern route to the Ridge of Gaul goes through a small exile encampment. Fie on your associate. We best head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. Southern route goes through a humid area pocketed with hot springs. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it? The dispute continues. Headwood listens for a while. What if the reader settles this? She marks the way we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing her along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then let's settle. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. Choose a route. Weigh the options. Rare flora here. Knows someone here who owes him. Sounds good to me. Go talk to some dude. What am I gonna do with rare flora anyway? Nothing. As you pass through the little squalid area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks like a public house. Ruki stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey, sister. Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. Plain parcel. Cannot tell what's inside. Oh, that was fast. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the ridge of goal. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Commence the rite. Page revealed. The first exile. Speak with its dude. Hey, sister. Appreciate you taking us up through Hollow Root back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus if we'd gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good sister's decisions, right? Jody says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Nightfall soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Drive imp. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the wagon along. That's like a weird bat thing. Attic ladder. The way up to the wagon's drive imp centrifuge. Only imps could fit up there. Colorful robes and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. Exit. Lone minstrel. A figure sits very still in the corner of the wagon. He is unresponsive, but seems to be alive. I like how there's another dude that you've never talked to in the wagon with you. Funny. Jody's throw rug, fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk a clear message. Jody says not to step on it. Jody's status nearby. Cooking tents. What passes for cooking supplies and downside? Edwin does most of the cooking, donning his raiments. A reasonable likeness of a younger Ruki with his mother and uncle. Guess it wants me to click on the book, huh? The first exile. You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Solomon, the Emperor of Shar, the first exile and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Solomon a man transformed, his in-body, mind, and spirit. A man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the 8th. It is my greatest honor to now share with you his deeds. To know his stories, to know the rights. Alright, what's his story? I guess you got any pages? That's the forward. That's it. Alright, I guess we'll learn about it later. One page at a time, huh? Okay, you can click on weird stuff. You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of strange stringed instrument. You sense he lives, yet nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask him about it now. In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment in the rites. He is the one that nursed you back from the brink and finding you the downside. His genial manner suggests that life in exile has not yet broken his spirit. He wears a bronze clasp identical to that of Jody, suggesting the two of them may have met before their exile. He has not yet revealed what he did to earn his sentence. Got some crazy inventory stuff. Haven't leveled up at all. Bio. She is a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving here. Throws her aura in a slow, thick line. She's a demon. 4 men and women survived in exile long enough to be transformed by it. Veteran. Astral sign. Unknown. She seems to be responsible for the black wagon security. Her features suggest that she has lived in exile much longer than the others. Her grim outlook and the fact that she still wears the bronze clasp of the Commonwealth blood border suggests a military background. That what she did to earn her sentence you do not yet know. Rookie. Opportunistic, well-connected cur, still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Swift dog-like creature known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. He's a cur. Trafficker, dealing with the contraband for long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. He seems to be the most well-connected of the mass wanderers who found you, and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and rather ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, you do not know for sure what he did to earn his sentence. Smuggling books. I like these crazy things that come out. You observe the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon centrifuge must be up there. Its drive imps stare down at you with big wet eyes. What are these things? I could turn on and off the candle. I could at least turn off the candle. Okay, you can click on everything. You observe the masks and robes, whose old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Some garments are massive, others are so small they might fit a child. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles still stand together, clad in the remnants of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still in calm, and they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing down here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we tried all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up.
leader. The stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Gold at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers.
No, not the accusers.
Whoever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in raiments. Your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. The name of the triumvirate in blue seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lindell again? He is the apparent leader in the exiled triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Gold. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again last time. I had never come so close to freedom, for you only to dash my hopes. Now I and the accuser shall repay that affront. He shoves his mask back on and takes his position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. Hold those books.
Begin! Shoot! Shoot!
Eek! Run away!
Have the accusers underestimated you? The orb! Rookie plunged into their pyre.
Rookie. No, I should not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accuser, stand your ground. Let your auras boil in rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. Fine, then we shall disrupt their formation.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile? A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. Spectacular! Magnificent!
Gotta run.
Onward thus to greater glory. Your victory is at hand. Poor Rookie. And And it is done.
That's what I thought.
You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
The Nightwings.
Guron Salashe.
Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness. And when we meet, when next we meet, you will rue the day. I shall rue it.
In the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment.
Jodariel.
Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
We have withstood the worst nights than this, though few is strange. Choose a mastery for Jodariel. Long stride. After using her rush lunge forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. That's pretty sweet. After banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina. I like the dash.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
Alright. After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness, and you return to the wagon. In the still night sky, you see a single star that burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you forward. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real, and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next on the agenda, keep chasing stars till we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. Here, sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lindell back there. Yeah, he's a loser. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you. Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still out. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a long time before he speaks up. You have some questions. Come. Ask away. We need you in this for the long haul. Why were you exiled? How you got the wagon? Why you cannot conduct rites yourself? What happens if you refuse to help? You ask Hedwyn what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact with a smile. Good question, my friend. You're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. So make your deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you about it on the way. You sense he speaks up. Speaks truly as he beckons you towards the fading dark above. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. He turns to the others. How's it going, rookie? Him's fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody. No signs of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. And get some rest. We'll head to the spring of Jomir at dawn. We're off. More talking. You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey, sister. Know what? It's good having someone else around besides those two. Come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say what I mean is hesitate to try to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is you sense something serious troubling him. Moves in very close, making sure no one's in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say that my mustache makes me look a little bit, Say it looks perfectly fine. Gives him a distinguished sort of look. Perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, sister. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounces off out of the wagon. +1 hope. Alright. So that'll be a good stopping point. See you again next time. Thanks for watching.